Hello student. The student are requested to revise one chapter known as the figure counting. We have already done in your college, but as per the student request, again I am revise very important and interesting chapter, figure counting. The questions are giving the different types of figure counting in MCAT, in Litmus, in bank, CGL, etc. So concentrate on figure counting. Type 1. Let us consider this is one figure. Figure number 2. This is your second figure. Figure number 3. This is your third figure. In all cases, you have to find out how many triangles inside the figure. If you know the concept, we can find these 1, 2, 3 and 4 triangle, 4 plus. If I consider this line, so this is one triangle and that is another triangle. So another 2. If I consider this line, this is one triangle and this is one triangle, another 2. So total is 8. In this way, if you control these and these, it will take more time. Now, what is the shortcut tricks? Numbering 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Which is the highest number? 4. Multiply this number by 2. Your result is 8. Total 8 number triangle inside the figure. What is the rule? 1, 2, 3, 4. Highest number multiplied by 2. These are total number triangle. Similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. What is the highest number? 6. Multiplied by 2. Total 12 triangles inside the figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. What is the highest number? 8. Multiplied by 2. 16 triangles inside the figure. This is your type number 1. We will develop, these are the base. We will develop when you are interact in the classroom. We will develop more and more higher level. You have to clear your concept in the basic level. Type number 2. For all cases, you have to find out what is the number of triangles. These I am doing against the request of different students in IM and EM. Now type number 2. Consider this triangle. Consider this triangle. Consider this triangle. These are the base. Now, how many triangles are the figure? If you go for the normal cases, 1 triangle, 2 triangle, and total is 3. This is 1, 2, and 3. This is 1, 4. This is 1, 5. And total is 6. Now, make shortcut. Numbering 1, 2. 1 and 2, add these two numbers, we can get the total number of triangles, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Add these 3 numbers, total number is 6. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Add this 4 number, 10. Total number is 10. Each and every case you have to make shortcut. Now, if I make one line, for one parallel line is a 3. For two line, your total triangle will be 2 into 3, 6. If I say this is one line, this is another line. For one baseline, your total triangle is 6. For 1, 2 and 3, 3 lines, total triangle is 6 into 3, 18. For one base, your total triangle is 10. If I say 1, then 2, then 3. Now number of side, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Number of base is 4. So 10 into 4, 40 number of triangles inside the figure. Now, next pattern. Ultimately, they are giving the problem. One triangle, Now you have to find out number of triangles. That problem will come in your examination hall. Now, one by one. Start from this triangle. 1, 2 and 3. Totally 6 for one line. For two line, 6 into 2, 12 number of triangles. Case 2. 1, 2, 3 and 4. For one line, they are 10. 1, 2 and 3 line. 3 into 10, 30 number of triangles. 1, 2, 3 and 4. For one line, they are 10. So 1, 2 and 3. 10 into 3, 30 number of triangles. For this line, 1, 2 and 3. For one line, 6. So one line and two lines. 6 into 2, 12. Now plus 1 for the main triangle. So now total number of triangle will be 12 plus 30 plus 30 plus 12 plus 1. These are the total number of triangle. Again, 1, 2, 3 for one line 6. 1, 2, 2 line 6 into 12. 1, 2, 3, 4 for one line 10. For 1, 2, 3 line 10 into 3, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. 1, 2, 3, 3 lines 30. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1 line, 2 line 12. And main triangle is 1. Is the most important. Find out the number of triangle. If you know the tricks, you can minimize your time. They can give in this way. Another. You have to find out total number of triangles. Same rule, 1, then 2, then 3. Totally 6 for one line. For two line, 6 into 2, 12. 1, 2, 3. For one line, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 6 into 5, 30 number of triangles. 1, 2, 3, 6. One line, two line, three line. 6 into 3. 80 number of triangles. For 1 and these are 2. So 3, 1 line, 2 line, 3 line. 3 into 3 is a 9. So total number of triangle plus 1 is your main triangle. So number of triangle 12 plus 30 plus 18 plus 9 plus 1. That is your total number of triangle. The triangle solution type 2. Now type 3, this is most important for each and every examination. Case 1. Case 4. In this case, you have to find out how many triangles are the figure. The most important theory and most popular figure. Banking service, they are giving the figure. CGL service, they are giving the figure. Elite mass ampere, they are giving the same figure. Now, what is the rule behind it? First of all, part 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Rule 1. Remember, this is 2 part, this is 2 part, this is 2 part. This should be maintained. 1, 2, 3 part, 1, 2, 3 part, 1, 2, 3 part. These are maintained. Now, what is the rule? First write 1, then 2. Then write 1. 1 plus 2 addition is a 3. Now result. Go right side, copy 3, skip 0. If I add this number, this is 4 and this is 3. No, this is not the rule. Again, you have to check the rule first. First of all, write 1 and 2. Second, 1 copy 1, 1 plus 2 copy 3. Now first skip, then copy, remember it. First skip, then copy. Now if I add this thing, these are 4. If I add this thing 1, if I add these 2, you can get 5 number of triangles. Now observe. 1 triangle, 2 triangle, 3 triangle, 4 triangle, and these are 5 triangles. What is the rule? First write 1, 2, 1, 2. 1 copy 1. 1 plus 2, cumulative, 3. Now go right side. Skip, then copy. Skip 0, copy 1. Now for second cases. 1, then 2, then 3. Copy 1. 1 plus 2 is a 3. 3 plus 3 is a 6. Then skip, then copy, then skip. Add. 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 1, 10. And plus 3. Total 13 number of triangles inside the figure. These are 13. These are 5. Next cases. 1, 2, 3 and 4. First copy 1. 1 plus 2 is a 3. 3 plus 3 is a 6. 6 plus 4 is a 10. Skip, then copy. Then skip, then copy. Remember, first skip, then copy. Add this number. 6, 10 and 10 is a 20. Plus 7. Total number of triangles 27. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I write 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, copy 1. 1 plus 2 is a 3. 3 plus 3 is a 6. 6 plus 4 is a 10. Now go right side. Skip, copy, skip, copy. Add. These are is 20. These are is 7. Total number is 27. Next case. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 1, copy 1. 1 plus 2 is a 3. 3 plus 3 is a 6. 6 plus 4 is a 10. 10 plus 5 is a 15. Now, skip, copy, skip, copy, skip. So if I add, this is 20, 35. And this is 13. So that is equal to 48. This case is 48. So remember from home, 2 section 5, 3 section 13, 4 section 27 and 5 section 48. Most important rule to find out the number of triangles when they are giving the figure, only remember the part 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then only you can use the rule. Again I repeat the rule. Say 1, 2, 3, 4. I write 1, 2, 3, 4. First 1 copy 1. 1 plus 2 is a 3. 3 plus 3 is a 6. 6 plus 4 is a 10. Go right side, skip, copy, skip, copy. Add. These are is 20, these are is 7. Add. Total number of triangles is 27. Remember very carefully, because to solve one problem you have only 30 second time. So if you know the tricks how to find out the number of triangle, you can do the answer. Please. Now figure counting, next topic. This is one of the most important topic. Remember, they are giving this figure square. Their question is how many square inside the figure. If you want to show your mathematical skill, you will losing your time. Just observe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total is 10 plus 2 by 2. We can get 1 square. 2 by 2. We can get another square. So plus 2. 2 by 2. We can get this square. 2 by 2. We can get this square. These are plus 2. These are 14. These are normal. But when they are giving this question, this 1, these 2, these 3, these 4. This 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. You cannot control it. Because only square is to be treated as a square. Then how many squares are here? First of all, this is one of the problem under number system. Because we are dealing with the number, by the help of the number we can do whatever I want. Now, number is 1, 2 and 3. Number is 1, 2 and 3. First case condition. Horizontal maximum number, vertical maximum power number is 7. Then we can apply the rule n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. We know this is an important chapter for AP and GP. If 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square up to n square, we can get this result. This result can be applied by the counting of chessboard problem. So in the case of n equals 3, put n equals 3. So 3 into 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 2 into 3 plus 1 is 7 by 6. We can write these two. We can write these two. So result is 14. So n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. This is a chessboard problem formula. If horizontal and vertical maximum line are same, maximum value are same, we can apply n equal to 3. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We can write n means 5 into n plus 1, 6. 2n plus 1 means 11 by 6. 6 is cancelled. So 55 number of square inside the figure. Most important. Now they are giving another problem. Find out the number of square inside the chessboard. Problem figure is not given. Find the total number of square inside chessboard. Chessboard means horizontal number is 8, vertical number is 8. Put n equal to 8. 8 into 8 plus 1, 9. 2 into 8 plus 1, 17 by 6. Your result 3, 3 is a 3, 2 is a 2, 4 is a. So 12 into 17, that is your result. Number of square inside chessboard, n equal to put n equal to 8. n into n plus 1 means 9. 2n plus 1 means 17 by 6. Cancel 12 into 17, that is your result. Now you can apply Vedic maths again. 12, 17. 7 to the 14, 4. Carry 1. 7 and 1, 8. 8 and 2, 10, 0. Carry 1. Now 1 and 1, 2. 2, 0, 4. Remember the value also. 7 to the 14, 4. Carry 1. 7, 1, the 7 and 1, 8. 8 plus 2, 10, 0. Carry 1. 1 and 1, 2. So chessboard number square 204. You have to remember from home. Or you can find n into n plus 1 into n plus 1 by 6. Now they are giving another problem. In this case, they are giving the square and you have to find out the number of square. Say 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. Now put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So n equal to 7. n into n plus 1, 8. 2n plus 1, 15 by 6. n into n plus 1, 8. 2 into n means 14 plus 1, 15 by 6. So 3, 2 is 3, 5 is 2, 4. So 7 into 20. 140 number of square inside the figure. Very, very important rule. If they are giving square and you have to find out how many square inside the figure. Now they can change the question. They are showing the triangle, rectangle, and they are asking how many square inside the figure. Condition, only square is to be treated as a square, not rectangle. Now case 2. Case 2, they are showing this figure first. Rectangle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Say 1, then 2, then 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now remember, they are giving this figure. 2, 3 and 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3. These numbers are not same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These 2, 3, 4. These numbers are not same. Horizontal, vertical are not same. Horizontal is M. Vertical is N. M not equal to N. Horizontal M. Vertical N. M not equal to N. Condition. Horizontal M. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Vertical 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. M not equal to N. Now what is the rule first? First multiply M into N. Your main formula. First M into N plus M minus 1 into N minus 1 plus M minus 2 into N minus 2 plus M minus 3 into N minus 3 until unless it is become 0. You can control. Now first case 5 into 3. Same case. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 into 2. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 into 1. Then 2 into 0. I cannot consider this thing. So 3 5 is 15. 4 2 is 8. And 3. So 15 plus 8, 23. 26 number of square inside the figure. Again. M not equal to M. What is the rule? M into N plus M minus 1 into N minus 1 plus M minus 2 into N minus 2. So ultimately less than 0. So 15 plus 8 plus 3 in these cases. Plus 6 into 4 plus 6 minus 1 is 5, 5 into 3 plus 5 minus 1 is 4, 4 into 2, 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 into 1, then 2 into 0. I cannot consider this thing. So your answer 24 plus 15 plus 8 plus 3, you can add this value. Third cases. M not equal to M. So 6 into 5 first. 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 into 4 second. 4 minus 1, 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 into 3 third. 4 minus 1, 3. 3 into 2. Then 3 minus 1 is 2 into 1. We cannot consider this 1 into 0. So we add 30 plus 20 plus 12 plus 6 plus 2, that is your answer. Very, very careful about that problem where M not equal to N, and you have to find the formula how many squares is the figure. Only square is to be treated as a square. Then consider 5 into 3, then 4 into 2, then 3 into 1, then 0. 6 into 4, then 5 into 3, then 4 into 2, then 3 into 1. 6 into 5, 5 into 4, 4 into 3, 3 into 2, 2 into 1. Complete. So these are the problems. They can give square and you have to find out how many squares is the figure. They can give rectangle and you have to find out how many squares is the figure. Now they are giving rectangle. They are giving square and you have to find out how many rectangles is the figure. Most important, next pattern. These we have done in your classroom, but some student requested through WhatsApp, sir please एक बार revise कर दीजिए. So this is why I am telling, this is the most important area. You have to revise. Stay at home. Revise all the things we have done. Follow these tricks and practice at home from Campus Gate, from Elite Pass paper, from MCAT paper, from Freshers World and etc. Okay. Now we are giving rectangle. First is square. Second is rectangle. One is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are square. Now I am giving 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. These are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both the cases you have to find out how many rectangles are bigger. Remember, in this case, every square also be treated as a rectangle. Remember the condition. If I say very small figure, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Rectangle. These also treated as a rectangle. These also treated as a rectangle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All are rectangle 9. And total is rectangle is 10. If I say this is 11, this is 12, this is 13, 14, 15, and this is 16. Similarly 17, 18, this is the 19. If I say this 20, then 21, then 22, you cannot consider it. So these are the process. You have to count how many rectangles are there. Shortcut. Make it shortcut. What is the rule behind it? Add all the number. 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 3, 12. 12 plus 3, 15. Summation is 15. Horizontal summation is 15. Now go for the vertical summation. 15. Your result 15 into 15. 225 number of rectangles is the figure. Consider every square is also treated as a rectangle. S2. This is 20. These are 10, 15, 20, 21. So these also 10 and 15. So your result 21 and 15, whatever may be the answer, that is the number of rectangle. Very, very important. Your result, sum of this number, horizontal number, sum of the vertical number, multiply these two numbers, we can get total number of rectangle. Consider every square is also treated as a rectangle. Now a separate question, most important question. The question coming from permutation combination. Let us consider they are giving this figure. How many rectangles are the figure? Second process. How many rectangles are the figure if every square is also treated as a rectangle? Most important. Again. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now in this case you have to find out how many rectangles are the figure if every square is to be treated as a rectangle. Remember, very important star mark question. I have to select any two parallel line, horizontal line. Now how many horizontal line is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Out of 6, how many will I can 6? 2 parallel, 6 C2 combination. We can get say out of 6 2, this is 1 parallel line. Now vertical line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Out of 7 you have to choose any 2 vertical line. How many? 7 C2. So 7 C2, vertical line may be this form, vertical line may be this form. It is a square, it is a rectangle. All should be treated as a rectangle. So now, out of 6, we can select 2 horizontal lines. For each case, out of 7, we can select 7 C2 vertical line. So number of rectangles is 6 C2 into 7 C2. In these cases, horizontal line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6 C2, we can find 2 horizontal lines. In each case, the vertical line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Out of 8, we choose 8 C2. It may be this is a square, it may be this is the rectangle. So all should be treated as a rectangle. Now my question is, how many rectangles are the figure? If every square is also treated as a rectangle, your answer 6 C2 into 8 C2. Remember from home, most important for your forthcoming examination. So this is the first level of number counting or figure counting. I'll go for higher level when you meet in the classroom. Hello students, last year TCS has given some integration. They are giving some question, concept of coordinate geometry. Now, if you go for the gate level, if you go for the CAD, GRE-GMAT, you see that type of questions. If you go for banking service, CGL, AMCAD also, or 8 class, you can get this type of question. So all of you are coming from science background, but they are giving the question you have to solve in a very short time. So first develop the concept of basic level of coordinate geometry. Case 1, what to remember. Theory 1, you have to remember first. let us consider this is the axis, this plus plus, these are minus and then plus, then minus, then minus, then plus, then minus. First, case 2. Equation of x-axis y equal 0 and equation of y-axis x equal 0. 3. The line parallel to the x-axis y equal to constant, if that this side y equal to minus constant. Theorem number 4. The line parallel to the y-axis x equal to constant, in this side x equal to minus constant. Theorem number 5. The line passing through the origin but the angle is less than 90, then y equal to x. Now theorem number 6. The line passing through the origin but the angle to the positive side is theta greater than or equal to 90 degree. Your result y equal to minus x. Remember from here, everything should be ready. Right side, first coordinate plus plus, minus plus, minus minus, plus minus. Equation of the x-axis y0, equation of the y-axis x equal 0. Line parallel to the x-axis y equal to constant, negative side y equal to minus constant. Line parallel to the y-axis, these are x and these are y. X equal to constant, left side x equal to minus constant. The line passing through the origin y equals x when theta less than 90 degree. When theta greater than 90 degree, y less than equal to minus x. First cases. Case 2. This all theory you have to remember because they are giving the question. I will show later whatever question you are going to face. But if you remember this theory, then you can do in very short time. I am giving fundamentals of coordinate geometry. This is not required in the last year, but in this year you have to develop this thing. Now, case 2. Let us consider this axis. P coordinate is x1, y1 and Q coordinate is x2, y2. Everything you know. Just I will recapitulate. Distance between 2 points, the formula is PQ equal to root over of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Case 2. Now, if I say this point is P x1 y1 and this point is Q x2 y2. If I join these 2 points, this point divides internally by the x-axis. If we say x-axis, internal division m is to n. Remember, m is to n internal division, in this case, the point on x-axis is always y equal to 0. Case 1. Let us consider these are the 2 points, P x1 y1 and Q x2 y2. The now segment divides by y-axis internally. So if we say m into n, so this point will be x equal to 0 always. You have to remember the diagram. When 2 points divide by x-axis internally, then in x-axis the point y equal to 0. Divides y-axis internally, that on that point x equal to 0. Next part. These are the base. You have to remember all the basic theory. They are giving the basic theory and then application. Let us consider there are 2 points. One is P x1 y1 and second is Q x2 y2. If I say P x1 y1 and then Q x2 y2, I consider any one point, say R, whose coordinate is x and y, divides the PQ internally in the ratio m is to n. R is in between P and Q. If I extend this point, this is R, and that is equal to xy. So R divides externally. P is to R and Q is to R. This PR is to QR. So here PR is to QR internally. In these cases, remember the value of x equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n for internal division. Y equal to my2 plus ny1 by m plus n for internal division. For external division, you have to write minus. Now, if internal or external they are not giving, say one question you have to find out. Find out 2, 3 and minus 5 minus 3 divided by x-axis which ratio, whether it is internal or external. You have to find out. If I join 2, 3 and minus 5 minus 3, joining line divides by the x-axis, find out the ratio, whether it is internal or external. I don't know, internal or external. In x-axis mean y equal to always 0. In x-axis mean y equal to always 0. So put y equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. I using plus formula. X-axis mean y equal to 0. I write y equal to 0. That's equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. So we can write mx2 plus nx1 equal to 0. Now put the value x and y, x1, y1, x1 is 2, y1 is, x2 is what? x1, y1, x2, y2. So x1 is 2. So m into 2 plus n into x2 set there, so x2 is at minus 5. The result is 0. So 2m equal to minus 5n. So m by n equal to minus 5 by 2. The ratio will be 5 by 2 and minus stands for external division. So now these 2 points divides externally by the x-axis and the ratio is 5:2 and division is external. Remember very careful about this problem. My question was find the ratio by x-axis with the joining line 2, 3, minus 5, 3. I do not know internal or external. I use plus sign. In x-axis y equal to 0, I put only this fact. Y equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. If it is 0, 0 into anything is 0. So mx2 plus nx1 equal to 0. Now put the value of x1 y1, x2 y2. M by n equal to minus 5 by 2. 5 by 2 indicates ratio and minus indicates external. So that these two lines segment by x-axis divides externally in the ratio 5:2. Okay, next topic. These are your basic. Everybody, I know, you know this thing, but you have to recapitulate at a time in your exam hall. Individual chapter is a very easy, but the total thing remember in one day is a very difficult. So for this case, you have to make very good practice. Now the next case, the straight line. Straight line. One of the most important concepts, they are giving different types of questions from this area. The standard form of the straight line, we already discussed, ax plus by plus c equal to 0. These are the standard form. Maybe ax plus c equal to 0. Maybe by plus c equal to 0. Maybe x equal to 0. Maybe y equal to 0. So in this case, maximum power of x and maximum power of y is 1. There is no term in terms of xy. This indicates straight line. Now we know from 910, 2x or x plus y equal to say 5. I can plot in the graph paper x equal to 5 minus y. If I write x and if I write y, if I put y equal to 0, x equal to 5, so y equal to 0, x equal to 5. Y equal to 1, x equal to 4. Y equal to minus 1, x equal to 6. So 5, 0 is 1 point, 4, 1 is another point, and 6 and minus 4 is another point. If I plot in a graph paper, we can get 5, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0 here. 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, these are 1, these are second point. And third, 6 minus 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minus 1 here. If I join these 3 points, we can get one straight line. So now every curve, maximum power of x and maximum power of y is 1, represent a straight line. We know this thing. You have to apply. Now different form of the straight line. You realize different form of the straight line. Remember the standard form? I am giving different form of the straight line. Number 1. This is the straight line. A straight line, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Just observe the theory. This line intercept the length C here. The gradient or slope of the line is known as m. Now, what is the gradient? We know this point and this point if I join, this line makes some angle with the positive side of the x-axis is theta. So tan of that theta is called gradient, not slope. Slope is angle. So theta is the slope and gradient is the tan theta. And tan theta, if you know this is P1, P equal to x1, y1 and Q equal to x2, y2. So tan theta we can measure y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, which is noted as m first. Slope or gradient, slope is the angle, gradient is the tan of that angle. So if we join these 2 points P1, P and Q, x1, y1, x2, y2 and extend it, this line makes an angle of inclination to the positive side of the x-axis. Tan of that angle is known as the gradient of the line, and that can be measured by the formula y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, and that is equal to m. Now if I know the gradient of this line is m and this line intersect from the origin, C unit in the positive side, so equation of line will be y equal to mx plus c. I do not show the proof. You have to remember this thing. This is theory 1a. Theory 1b. If the line intersect near side of the y-axis, this is minus c, gradient is m, your equation y equal to mx minus c. If the line passes through the origin, here c equal to 0, so where result is y equal to mx, only x equal to theta equal to 45 degree. So tan theta equal to 1, so y equal to x. It's the same thing, but in a negative side, just I said y equal to minus x. You have to remember the form of the equation and the respective figure. Very, very careful. Now theorem number 2. Different form of the straight line. And the straight line is included in a CBSE or ICSE class 10 and class Madhyamik class 10. So this is your syllabus. Now type 2, a line. Gradient is m is given, and this particular point, the line part is passing particular point x1, y1. The equation of line which is passing the particular point x1, y1 and whose gradient is given, the equation will be y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. If you can remember, you can do within the second. Find out the equation of the line which is passing to the 2, 3 point and whose gradient is root 3. So m equal to root 3, y equal to x equal to x1 y1, x1 equal to 2 and y1 equal to 3. Put. Now this is theorem number 2. Theorem number 3. Equation of a line which is passing the 2 particular points p x1 y1 and q x2 y2. And you have to find out what is the equation of the line. When the line passing the 2 particular points, the equation of the line will be y minus y1 by y1 minus y2 equal to x minus x1 by x1 minus x2. Just put the value x1. Say they are giving 2, 3, they are giving minus 5, minus 7. So put x1, y1, x2, y2. We can get direct result when a line passing the 2 particular points x1 y1 and x2 y2. The equation of line will be y minus y1 by y1 minus y2 equal to x minus x1 by x1 minus x2. Now, theorem number 4. Intercept form of a straight line. Let us consider theorem number 4. This is one straight line. This is another line. In x-axis, intercepted length is a. In y-axis, intercept length of is y, b. So this point coordinate is a comma 0. This point coordinate is 0 comma b. So these are the length intercepted by the axis is root over of a square plus b square as per Pythagoras theorem. So equation of the line will be x by a plus y by b equal to 1. This is a standard form. Line intercepted by the axis. A and B both are positive. If I say this, A is negative, B is positive. So your answer will be x by minus a plus y by b equal to 1. If I say this line, A is negative, B is also negative. So x by a minus a plus y by minus b equal to 1. Now put the values. If I say this line, a positive, b negative. So x by a plus y by minus b equal to 1. Remember the style. Remember the form. Intercept form of a straight line is x by a plus y by b equal to 1. It is dependent upon a positive, b positive. Here a negative, b positive, I write. Here a negative, b negative, I write. A positive, b negative, I write. Now, one example. They are giving the equation of line is 2x minus 3y equal to 5. They are giving what is the length of the intercept by the axis and find out the area shifted by the line with the axis. So you have to first draw the diagram. Clear concept. How? You have to change the form of x by a plus y by b equal to 1. Now first of all remember how to do. Put y0. If y0, x equal to 5 by 2. So x equal to 5 by 2. And y0. I get 1 point. Put x equal to 0. X equal to 0. Y equal to minus 5 by 3. So y equal to minus 5 by 3. Minus 5 by 3. So this is 0 minus 5 by 3. If I plot the curve, we get the straight line. The structure is this. Now this length is 5 by 2. And this length is minus 5 by 3. Minus stands for negative side. But the value is 5 by 2. Now what is the area of the triangle? Half into base 5 by 2 into altitude 5 by 2. Not minus. So now these are 25 by 8. So that is equal to 3.33 square unit. These are the question you are going to face. 2x minus 3y equal to 5. Find out the area shifted by the line with the x-axis. So you have to find how can we transfer the line in the form of x by a plus y by b equal to 1. Don't go divide by 5. Then we can get 2x by 5 plus minus 3y by 5 equal to 1. Then we can write x by 5 by 2 plus y by minus of 5 by 3 equal to 1. Then find. No, you do not have this problem. Put y equal to 0, get the value of x. X, y, 0. Put x equal to 0, we get the value of y. 0, y. Now, do the problem. Now, one of the most important pattern in straight line. If there are two straight lines, first of all, if there are one straight line, so equation is 2x minus 3y plus 5 equal to 0. We have 2 points. One is 3, 2 point, and is minus 2, minus 3 point. And you have to find out whether the 2 point lying on the same side with the straight line or opposite side with the straight line. Very, very important. One straight line equation is given, and they are giving 2 points. Now, what is the position of these 2 points with respect to this line? Whether the points are in the same side or in opposite side. The rule: ax plus by plus c equals 0. If x1 y1 and x2 y2 are 2 points, first put x1 y1 in the equation. Ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by, again put x2 y2 this point, ax2 plus by2 plus c. Now observe, if it is equal to plus sign, plus means same side. If it is a minus sign, is opposite side. Rule should be remembered. Put x1 y1 in this equation, put x2 y2 in this equation. If the ratio is a positive, the 2 points are in the same side. If the ratio is a negative, 2 points are in the opposite side. Just observe. Now put here x equal to y equal 3. So 2 into 2 minus 3 into 3 plus 5 by minus 2. So minus 2 into 2 minus 3 into y means minus 3 plus 5. Now your result: 4 plus 5 9 minus 9 0 by anything. Now what is the result? If it is a positive, then the same side. If it is a negative, in the opposite side. If the 1 point, just observe, if I put c into 2 into 2 is a 4, c into 3 is a 9, 4 plus 5 is a 9. This point is on the line. Very, very careful. So these 2 points never be in the same side and opposite side. Only 1 point in the one side. Very, very careful whether these 2 points are in the same side or opposite side. Your result is 0. If it is positive, we can say the same side. If it is negative, we can say in the opposite side. Now result is 0. Why? If I put x equal to 2 and y equal to 3, the equation will be satisfied. So 2 and 3 is on the line. So only 1 point should be any one side. So no question is arise. Now if I change the equation, very, very careful, because you are coming from Indian background. The company wants to get what is the mathematical IQ you have. 3x minus 2y equal to 5 or plus 5 equal to 0. 10 0 and 0 10 are in the same side or opposite side. Now put the same value. First x equal 10, y equal 0. 3 into 10 minus 2 into 0 plus 5. X equal 0, y equal 10. 3 into 0 minus 2 into 10 plus 5. Your result. This is 0. 30 plus 5, 35. This is minus 20. 0. Plus 5 is a minus 15. So minus 15. So these are negative. So 2 points are in the opposite side. Now if I want to get a conception, if you know how to do it, just observe. Put y equal to 0. Your x equal to minus 5 by 3. X equal to minus 5 by 3. Minus 5 by 3. And y equal to 0. This 1 point. Second point. Put y equal to 0. Y equal to 0. X equal to minus, sorry, x equal to minus 5 by 2 here. When you put x equal to 0, we can get y, x equal to 0, y equal to here, x equal to, y equal to 0, y equal to 0, x equal to minus 5 by 3. So y equal to 0. X equal to minus 5 by 3 was here, this point. If I put x equal to here, x equal to 0. So y equal to only 5 by 2. Y equal to 5 by 2. So x equal to 0, y equal to 5 by 2 is here. Y equal to 5 by 2. And x equal to 0. If I draw the line, now consider this 5 by 2. First 10 0. 10 0 is this side. And 0 10. The 0 10 is that side. So definitely these 2 points are opposite side with respect to this line. You know how to know without drawing. You know with the conception how can I find. whether 2 points are lying the same side or opposite. Most important area. Next area, there are two lines. Very, very important theory. There are two lines, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. There are four cases. Case 1, a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. So when a1 by a2, say x plus y equal to 5 and 2x plus 2y equal to 10. So a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. These are same line, identical line. So there is no solution. In this case, the equation has no solution. Most important theory. a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. The equation has no solution. Example, 2x plus ky plus 5 equal to 0 and kx minus y plus 2 equal to 0. Equation has no solution. What is the value of x? What is the value of k? So this by this, 2 by k equal to which sign? This by this, ky minus 1. And this by this, 5 by 2, accept. If I put this and this, your result k equal to 4 by 5. If I put this and this, k equal to minus 5 by 2. So anyone they are giving in the option for k equal to 4 by 5 or for k equal to minus 5 by 2, the equation has no solution. Most important question. a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. The equation has no solution because two equations are identical equation. My question. If 2x plus ky plus 5 equal to 0 and kx minus y plus 2 equal to 0 has no solution, then what is the value of k? This by this equal this by this equal this by this. We are getting k equal to 4 by 5 or k equal to minus 5 by 2. So for k equal to 4 by 5 or k equal to minus 5 by 2, the equation has no solution. Remember very carefully. Now condition number 2. If a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2, the equation has unique solution. Unique solution means we can get only one intersection point. If I solve these two equations, we can get one intersection point. a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2. This is a unique solution. Case 3. If a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2. Very, very important. a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. The lines are parallel. Remember from home. a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2. The lines are parallel. And the fourth case is case 4. If a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 but in minus sign but not equal to c1 by c2. a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2, the lines are parallel. a1 by a2 equal to minus of b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2, the lines are perpendicular to each other. Most important four conditions. Case 1, a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2, the lines have no solution. a1 by b2 not equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2, the lines have unique solution, means one intersection point we can get. a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2, the lines are parallel. a1 by a2 minus of b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2, the lines are parallel. Lines are perpendicular. Now they are giving one question. This to a last topic. One line they are giving. (2x minus 3y plus 5 equals 0). Case 1. 3x plus 5y plus 7 equals 0. Case 2. 6x minus 9y plus 7 equals 0. Case 3. 6x plus 9y plus 7 equals 0. Case 4. 2x minus 6y plus 10 equals 0. This given line is this, and they are given 4 lines. You have to find out what is the relation between the given line and this line. Now just observe. E1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. Unique solution. Case 1. E1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2, same sign, but not equal to C1 by C2. Lines are parallel. E1 by A2, B1 by B2, but a minus sign, but not equal to C1 by C2. The lines are perpendicular. E1 by A2 value, these are 4. E1 by A2 1 by 2, B1 by B2 1 by 2, C1 by C2 1 by 2. The lines are identical line, no solution. So these are the most important question. One line is given. They are given 4 options, 4 lines. You have to find out what is the relation between the given line and this line. This line, this line. These are unique solution because E1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. Case 2. E1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2, sign which sign? Not equal to C1 by C2, parallel. E1 by A2, B1 by B2, negative sign, not equal to C1 by C2, perpendicular. E1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2 all are same. These are no solution. The student had requested, in the last year I have not done this thing. But in this year, TCA is giving some integration. So I am giving what is the carb name, what is the straight line formation, whether you know the property of the straight line. These are all are under 19. So please do very carefully, revise at home, take some question, question paper from anywhere, Campus Gate, maybe M4 Maths, maybe India Bix, and when we are meeting in the classes, if you have any problem, doubt, please jot down your doubts and I will make you clear. Okay? Many thanks to attend the classes.